The Joe Rogan Experience.
I think he got in a little beef with Elon
About
I think he said that he said something bad about Tesla not
oh
being
no. He was actually defending. He was talking good about Taycans.
Yeah.
About Porsche Taycans, and Elon said he was very unimpressed with him.
But because you reminded me with memes, somebody replied with a meme of not a meme, a real video of Bill Gates jumping over a chair, and they said, "I don't know, I find him impressive," and Elon said, "Yeah, that's pretty impressive." I love when tech CEOs of major companies have the. I can be silly like that.
Well, Elon's very silly.
I love it.
He responds to people on Twitter. He gets silly. He's having fun. He's having a good time. This is Bill Gates jumping over a chair. That's a pretty good jump for a nerd. Not bad.
What do you mean for nerd? I hate that word, by the way.
I love nerd.
Yeah.
It's a good word.
No, but you don't use it. You don't mean.
I don't mean it in a positive way?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
No, okay, let me.
I do often.
You do often. Yeah.
I mean, a guy who is wearing glasses with a fucking sweater with a collared shirt underneath it. He looks like a nerd.
So you use it positively in that, I mean, a silly kind of way, but you don't think of a nerd as somebody, as an ideal of a man, or an ideal like
there's nothing wrong with nerds. No, I disagree.
Well,
my perspective is never like that. Look, I'm a nerd about a lot of things. I mean,
see, now you're saying that, but
I'm a nerd about for sure.
No, I totally. I guess what I'm speaking to, and that's relevant for our time, is that science is not admired in ways, because I've seen the alternative, especially in the Soviet Union. The way people admire scientists is the way they admire great athletes, great creators of all kinds, and nerds sometimes diminishes that in ways that it seems like a peculiar quirk of a human being. It's just like it connects it to, like, going to Comic-Con conventions kind of nerd versus
that's a dork.
The dork. Yeah. So
You're
when
a Comic-Con dork. I think we've gone over this recently. Dork is rarely positive. Dork is good if it's self-deprecating. Call yourself a dork. God, I'm such a fucking dork. But it's very rare that dork is positive, whereas nerd is often positive. Nerd is like, yeah, he's a science nerd. Heavy science nerd. Like, that's just a fun way of saying someone's really smart about a certain thing.
But
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I don't think the way around that is to eliminate words or even stop using certain words. I think the way around that is just to appreciate people that are really great at science.
Yeah.
That's the way around that. It's not, the words don't really matter. It's perceptions that matter. And I don't think necessarily that science has a bad perception. It just doesn't have a glamorous enough perception. How many people can name Oscar winners that are just really good at lying? They're just really good pretenders. And we can name them, but how many people can name Nobel Prize winners in science? There's very few, right?
Exactly. And I guess the thing I was also speaking to, and definitely keep using the word, it doesn't.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Preventing words is.
I don't let nerds tell me what to do.
See, there you go. No, the thing. So that's actually the point I was trying to make. It wasn't nerd is synonymous with weak. That I always hated as a person who loves fighting. Like, I like the I like the fact that people are complimenting sort of the pursuit of your scientific curiosity. That is great, but I just never liked. It's the thing I've experienced in this country is nerd as an image is seen as weakness, as a kid that gets picked on, and it always annoyed me because to me intelligence and nerds annoyed me. Nerds annoy me because they like lean into it. Like most people I know are kind of like don't work out much.
Yeah,
or nerds, and they kind of lean into that idea.
Do you think they lean into that because they were bullied by people who work out a lot, so they think of those people who work out as like, I don't want to get into their thing. Those people suck. They were always mean to me.
Yeah, something like that. And you kind of create a narrative where, like jiu-jitsu or fighting is like a brute thing, just like you talked about with Greek statues having small penises.
Mm-hmm.
You say all those barbarians with their big penises.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. That's what the professor who was giving us the tour was telling me.
But I think you can be a noble person and have a big penis.
Whoa, you trying to? Is that a humble brag?
It's not a humble brag. It was an analogy
You
to
here to let people know. It's all right. No, I agree with you, man.
Know.
I mean, but that's
my
what
mom
people
listens to this. So
that's what people don't want, right? You don't want a guy with a bigger dick than you that's smart. That's like the same thing. You don't want a guy who's or a woman or a guy. You don't want a woman who's hot and smart. You know, like that was like when people think of really beautiful women, they automatically assume that woman's dumb, and oftentimes that is not the case. Sometimes people just have awesome bone structure, and if they, stimulated themselves in mentally, if they pursued things, if they had an interest in certain scientific or esoteric ideas, and you underestimated them, you'd feel really humiliated if a super smart but super hot girl put you in your place and let you know, not only am I hot, but I'm fucking smarter than you, stupid.